All right, all right, all right. What is going on, all you Holotable heroes? It's your boy Itachi, and we're back for another Imperial Military Podcast show. A little different than normal, as we have got a new friend with us. As we've had, we actually had him pretty recently, actually. But we do have a new friend on. So today we got quite a bit to talk about. Going in pretty big into the new player experience. Hell no. All the time. Oh, why is it not? Nope, hold on. It's not picking up. Try now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Good.
Perfect. So I had to stop you for a second. I had to interrupt because I'm a little disappointed that you did not open this Father's Day stream with a happy Father's Day to the Papa of us all, Papa Palpatine.
Okay. There you go. There you go. Leave it to Evo. But yeah, happy Father's Day to everyone. All you fathers out there. But we have got, as I was saying, a pretty decent stream today. The quality of life update we're going to talk about today. We're going to go into the free-to-play / new player experience. We do have my good buddy, my friend, my pal, and a long-time co-host of the Emps stream, Evo, on. What's up, man?
What's up?
Not much. And then we've got also a good friend of mine and buddy and pal, but he's only been in one episode so far. We've got Steep on. What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. So Steep is a new player to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Noob.
And so like I felt like this would be interesting with all the new updates and changes that we now have in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, to get it from his perspective, right? Hearing it from mine, Evo's, we've been playing the game for a while, so we kind of know how to go about playing the game. We have a good idea of where to go for farming and things of that nature, and what makes sense. So whereas Steep is not a little bit, he's very fresh to the game, and he's been asking a lot of questions as we have like our Game of Thrones nights and things like that. So both of these guys are actually local, by the way, so we all live very close in close proximity to each other. And so it's been great hearing some of his some complaints and things like that I'm sure a lot of you guys are having out there, and things like that, his frustrations that he gets into, but also seeing how he is enjoying the game a little bit more now with the newer updates, with the newer starting characters and things. That's been exciting as well. So yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start off with the new quality of life update when it comes to squads, and we're gonna go pretty in depth with this. We're gonna be able to talk to Evo and Steep and get their perspectives on it. How are they enjoying it, not enjoying it? For more veteran players, it's more of an adjustment, I think, just because of how everything looks now. It's very different as I go into my characters. So it is very different, as opposed to Steep, who is fresh to the game, new to the game, and how it's helping him. So we're going to talk about all of that. So we'll go through it little by little here. So let's go. Obviously, there's a new interface here. Characters, this was up at the very top with these with the drop downs for your filters. You couldn't easily access squads from here. Squads was down here from the bottom. It was a button down here. And so now it's moved over to the side. Very easily accessible. You can create new tabs and things like that. So my default tab has my Empire, my Bad Batch, Phoenix, Bounty Hunters for heists, and a Separatist on here. So these are really the teams that I'm currently working on and towards. So you guys get to see that here.
So outside of moving them from the bottom to the side, like there's nothing new there, right? They just moved it.
There is.
I mean, from moving them, right? They did have the recommended, but what's new about?
Yeah, so you'll notice here on my Bounty Hunter heists, you used to not be able to put characters that you did not have unlocked. Right. So Dengar's on my list for this particular faction here for Bounty Hunters, but he's not unlocked. Same thing with Magna Guard. The other thing is you used to not be, if I remember correctly, you couldn't actually name the team. So they were just there. You created the team, you couldn't name them. So you can actually name your teams now.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's new. The other thing is you now have this send to button. So if you had another squad thing, so like let's say you were...
Oh, you can duplicate them?
Yep, you can duplicate
That's
them.
handy.
It's very handy. Very handy.
All right.
So yeah, so this is my default. So now as Evo was getting into, you have the recommended now. And so this is where I want to kind of get into, because you can copy paste these. You don't have to look at the recommended, go over to your normal squad management and add these characters. You can literally copy these over now, which is nice. And so these are for journey events. Luke Skywalker's journey, Artist of War, which is for Grand Admiral Thrawn, and they've got the picture of what you're getting here. They've got credit heist suggestions, as you can see here. Emperor's Demise, Grandmaster's Training, and Daring Droid. The thing I love about this is these are all things brand new players should really be kind of looking towards earlier in their game. And so this kind of lays it out very easily for you. Now, the only thing I would probably disagree with is having a completely separate team for Emperor's Demise, outside the fact that 4 out of 5 of these characters are actually needed for Luke Skywalker's journey event for Commander Luke Skywalker. So, but this makes it very... I wish this was here when I first started playing the game. I don't know about Evo. So just from a seasoned player Evo perspective, if this tool was available to us, to you when first starting playing the game, would it be as overwhelming as it was, if you can think back to that far starting it when you first started the game?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was overwhelming. I mean, that tool would have been helpful, but the information was available to us. Like, we could figure out what teams needed to be used. We just had to do the work on our own. So it does simplify the process for sure. Like you're saying, for new players, it's big because not everybody watches streams or anything, but they should. Right. So not everybody does the research. So it's good to have it in the game.
Yeah. And then Steep, from your perspective, man, how is this helping you? Is it not helping you? What are your thoughts on this?
So I mean, it looks like it will be helpful for me in the future. But you had already given me advice on like which team to build, so I'm like working towards Phoenix, and that team is not like represented here just yet. I would have to create that one. Sorry, I'm hearing myself. Hang on. Okay, better. So I mean, it looks like it's gonna be really helpful when I start doing like the journeys towards some of these characters. So yes, as a matter of fact, I think I'm getting close to being able to do R2s, or closer, because that one started like showing up a little bit more clearly.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be useful. I just feel like I'm not quite there yet. I also feel like I'm kind of slowing down because, like I was asking yesterday, I was trying to find out about those
Sim
the
tickets.
automated sim tickets. Yeah, and I just found out that I'm completely out.
So much fun.
So that's disappointing.
So
But as
yeah,
Evo told me last night, there's hope on the horizon once I get to ships, right?
that's right. That's right. Ships helps out a lot with those sim tickets. Um, Now let's just say you didn't have, two friends that actually have played the game for a while, and just getting into the game. Um, this recommended tab for squads. How helpful do you feel like this would be?
Oh, like if I was going in blind?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. This would be helpful. It's basically a roadmap, so I don't have to like watch endless hours of YouTube videos. So, I feel like, especially since a lot of those YouTube videos that already exist are probably like outdated at this point. I feel like this live updating one is going to be a lot of help for a lot of new players.
Yeah.
If they're not watching your show.
I think it's helpful for older players too, as they're getting into Galactic Legends and things like that. So, like I noticed on my main account, like it's got suggestions for Galactic Legends on there for me to work towards those characters. So, I think this is a very powerful tool. If you go through and use it, like I said, you can go in and you can actually save this, copy this, and select where you want to copy it to. Now I've kind of already done that with my journey teams here, as you can see. I've got Luke Skywalker's journey, Artist of War. I copied and pasted Emperor's Demise, but I'm already working on that with Phoenix, Grandmaster's training. And so it kind of gives me, if I'm ever at a point to where it's like, oh yeah, what am I farming? Because I feel I do that a lot. Sometimes on my main account, and I'm like, I don't remember. This definitely helps with being able to click on that dream team path that I've made and going from there. Darth Asta, what's up, man? Happy Father's Day, bro. Thanks, brother. So I'm definitely liking this. Now, going more into this quality of life thing, which I think is going to be very helpful for you, Steve, as you continue to go into this game, is if you click on a character now, they've got a little information tab now, a little eye here. And what this does is gives you unit synergies. So this will give you initial squads. I saw on my other account an advanced, they call it an advanced squad. And so it's just squad suggestions with a leader and things like that. That's going to give you optimal synergy that's going to work out with that particular unit. So, and it tells you that here, units work well with other units that share faction tags, blah, blah, blah. Here are suggested squads for Harris and Dilla. So when I think about getting into Grand Arena and things like that, and when you start building out your squads for that, as you get more and more characters and unlock more and more characters in the game, this is going to be very helpful because you can create some interesting squads out there that may be really good for on defense or an offensive way for Grand Arena. And this could be helpful, this particularly can be very helpful for a lot of seasoned players out there. If you're trying to switch it up in Grand Arena, you can maybe go look in this and see what other synergies they suggest out there that are pretty decent that you could possibly use in your Grand Arena. Darth Asta says, nice, they don't suggest Sabine since she is the hardest to get. Yeah. So, yeah, I like this as well. Have you used this at all yet, Steve?
I actually did not know that was there yet, but I'm looking at it and I see this little icon here. Are you able to see my screen right now?
Yep.
Oh, you have me tagged under Evo. Ugh.
Well, Evo's also on the stream. I haven't made a banner for you yet, so here.
I feel insulted.
This make you better.
But I do see this little button right here that actually allows me to copy it, and right from here I can either save it as under the default tab or create a new tab. This is actually this is a pretty powerful tool for what amounts to a gacha game.
Yeah, I think it's a great tool. Like I said, I think, and you're able to see actually on Steep's account there. If you go back, there's where it's showing an advanced squad. So he's on Jedi Knight Anakin. It looks like that he was looking on. So you have an advanced squad and then an initial squad. Oh no, it's actually Ahsoka Tano. So advanced squad and initial squad. The advanced squad being with Padme Amidala, as you guys all know out there, and initial squad being Jedi. So this is actually, I mean, surprised at how much they've actually added into this. It's very nice to see for that new play experience, free to play experience. For anyone that necessarily doesn't watch a lot of YouTube videos and get a lot of like farming suggestions and squad synergy suggestion. This is a really good in-game tool actually that you don't see in a lot of games, to be completely honest with you. Evo, have you played around with it a little bit?
No, not really. I'm pretty focused on certain things right now, so I haven't really looked into it too much.
Gotcha. So that's really it for as far as the new quality of life update. As far as when it comes to characters, still no squads for ships. A little easier accessible, but not by much. Honestly, there's a little arrow at the top of the character screen that you could go over to ships. So that was already kind of built into the game already, but it's all right there on a tab now. So I'd really like to see a squads for ships. I still think CG needs to do this. I don't know what the big deal is, why they can't do this or won't do it per se. But man, I gotta tell you, I hate having to scroll through trying to find when I'm setting Grand Arena or Territory Wars ships. Like I have to go through every time and go find the ships that I need to put in there. It's really annoying. I know Steep hasn't gotten to this point yet, but you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. You just break it down to whatever faction. But yes, I agree 100% that they should have, preset teams, allow you to preset teams for your ships. Because you're always using the same every time. It's not like you're going to mix it up a whole lot. So they might as well give you the opportunity to just assign them.
Yeah. So, Darth Asta says, I didn't know it had all this. That definitely would have helped in the beginning. Yeah, it would have. So I'm pretty happy about this. All right. So now let's get into we're actually going to break down my account and Steep's account, talk about what we're farming, what we're currently going after, and things like that. We started the game. We started these accounts at the same time. So I'm currently at level 59. So I'm about to hit 60 in fleets. Arena rank 1,353. I'm using Phoenix over in Arena right now. And representing Elite Force Academy. So I haven't spent any of my energy today. I've spent some of it. And I gotta do one more squad arena. So as far as my path, you guys kind of saw it. So I do like to use squads to keep myself on target and stay focused towards my goals, right? So right now I've got Empire, Bad Batch, Phoenix. I got to work on getting a team together for heists, and then Separatist Might is kind of where I'm going towards. And I have different reasons for all these. Empire will replace Phoenix for me in Squad Arena. And so this team should fly up pretty quickly. And as you guys can see, I already got Papa Palpatine unlocked at 5 stars, working towards Thrawn. And so Thrawn will become part of this team as well. But right now our main focus is on the Phoenix squad. And so as you can see, I got my Phoenix squad all at 5 stars except for Zeb. Zeb is maxed out at 7. which was actually pretty important because I was able to start participating in heroic pit raids, and heroic AAT raids, so I can start gaining those shards of Han Solo and General Kenobi. Stay on target. Haha, very funny, Steve. But this is where I'm focused on right now. So I need to get Hera, Ezra, Chopper, and Kanan all to 7 stars. Kanan and Chopper are going to come out of stores, so they're going to be a little easier. And then Ezra and Hera are both going to be Cantina. So we're going to continue on this going back and forth between Hera and Ezra. Currently we're going to Ezra, so once I get him to 6 stars, I'll pop over to Hera, get her to 6 stars, pop back over to Ezra, get him to 7, and same with Hera. Now another one that's going to be big, the sooner you can do this, the better, are the bounty hunter heist. These are going to give you credits. These are going to give you training droids and things like that that are going to become very important for you when it comes to ships, ships and training your characters all together. But bounty hunters are, outside of that, they're actually a pretty darn good, decent team, especially early game. Putting them on defense, they can be very tough to get through. Not to mention that Boba Fett, Cad Bane, and was it IG100? Is that what it is? Are all needed. Is that what it is?
I don't remember.
IG88. IG88. Yeah. 88. IG88 are all going to be needed over in ships, along with Bosk, in order for you to get your Han's Millennium Falcon unlocked. One of the better ships in the game when it comes to Rebels and things like that. But outside of that, Slave 1 is actually a really good ship to use to go along with Boba Fett. So we're focusing in on Boba Fett there. Over actually in my Cantina store right now. So once I get him, he is 15 shards away from being 5 stars. I can go back over Chopper. And then I'm already working on the Mandalorian and Grief Karga. These guys are new bounty hunters. I think they're going to be a big help when it comes to the original trilogy Chewbacca event, with what they bring to the table for bounty hunters. Bosk and Jango Fett are a little farther down in the journey, unfortunately, when it comes to farming them. I'm about to start transitioning into Dengar from what's his name? For the Empire, General Veers, or Colonel Stark. So I've got Colonel Stark ready to get activated. So we're gonna have Imperial Troopers pretty early on this account, along with an Empire team, and so I can actually start focusing in on Dengar. Dengar is a huge banner stealer over in Grand Arena, if you guys don't know. All right, let's head back over to our favorites. So Phoenix first. I still am going to stand by this. Phoenix first. They just open up the door to so much.
When you're not strong.
Oh man, but they open up the door to so much in this game, as far as Empire is concerned. I mean, even when you get into fleets and stuff like that, they're pretty critical. And as you can see here, I already got Zeb and Ezra already 7. Working on Kanan.
Hey, if you go up against Phoenix in Galactic challenges, they're like one of the best teams in the game, man. Like, Ezra takes like 11 attacks before I get to go. So I don't know like what kind of crack he's on, but I would like to actually finish that team out.
It's those modifiers, man, in the challenges and stuff. Those, they get some extra hits for Rebel. So yeah, so they just open up a lot in this game. Papa Palpatine, Grand Admiral Thrawn, which I know Steep over there is
chomping at the bit.
Chomping at the bit for some Grand Admiral Thrawn. And then if you look at my Empire, I'm really focused here on Darth Vader, Moff Gideon, Dark Trooper, Grand Moff Tarkin, and Papa. Oh, I must not have him favorited. How does that happen?
Didn't favorite your father on Father's Day? Get out of here, man.
No, he's not showing up.
You failed this stream.
No, he's like getting up on different. Okay, here we go. Favorite him. There he is. Okay. Yeah. And the Papa.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah. For Dark Side. Hashtagger, what's up, man? Sup, team at work, but tuning in. Awesome, man. Thank you. Asa said, haha, I had to go back multiple times to three-star Phoenix nodes. He's talking about challenges, galactic challenges. But yeah, so yeah. Empire is next, and Vader has a ship as well.
The Empire is eternal.
I'm using these guys for dark side battles. To be honest with you, hard nodes and stuff like that. Oh, those are fireworks. The amount of turn meter you get from Palpatine, the turn meter control that you get from Palpatine, from debuffs, and then added on with Moff Gideon, reducing everyone's turn meter, is quite insane, I gotta say. It's a big help over in Galactic War right now for me, and then being able to follow up the rest of Galactic War with Phoenix has been spectacular. Tarkin is probably going to be one of the first capital ships you're really going to work on for Dark Side. It's going to get you into Zetas quickly. We're working on those Dark Side ships. As you can see, I've already got Geonosian Soldier at 5 stars. And I have unlocked Spy already at 4 stars. So I'm gearing up to get my Geos early again for ships. I did this on the free-to-play account. Took us up to like top 5 in ships for a solid month or so. Great daily payouts, got us quite a few crystals, and so I'm kind of headed towards that as well. Rue, Kylo Ren Unmasked, as you see, I got him at 5 stars already. I've got his ship at 2 stars already. Farming his node. This is actually my Cantina. It has been my Cantina farm over the past couple of weeks, past couple of days. So I got him to 5 stars. I'm moving back over to Phoenix to get to the 7 stars. So he should be good to go once we drop in at 60 to be able to head right into ships. Let's go back to my squads here. So Bad Batch, Hunter, and Tech just became free-to-play farmable, which is nice. I'm not farming them yet. I'm not to those nodes yet. 5B hard light side, and Tech is 5F hard light side.
I hear that 5B hard.
5B hard. So I haven't done those nodes yet, but these guys are pretty big right now. People are having some trouble with them in Grand Arena. So very curious to see how well they go. You see I've got Rex there, Sexy Rexy, going to this team as well, because they don't have a 5th yet. So we'll see what happens. We've already kind of talked about bounty hunters. So my actual farm, I guess I should have led with this. So Moff Gideon, I'm farming him every day at a 2D hard light side. Right now, that's my light side farm on a daily basis. My dark side, we actually have to go back to characters here in favorites, is Jedi Knight Anakin. This is my light side daily farm on 1B hard dark side. So those two guys are coming along pretty nicely here. Anakin's at 4 stars, and I think Moff Gideon's also at 4 stars right now. Well, yep. So they're coming along quite nicely. I do pick up Dark Trooper as my bonus energy hits. So I'm farming a total of 4 characters on a daily basis, and 1 C hard light side through hard nodes. And then I'm picking up the Mandalorian. 3 C hard dark side. So total of 4 characters. I just dropped my. I was farming Grief Karga, and I'm gonna stop for the time being because I really need to focus in on gear right now. I need to get this whole Phoenix squad up in gear. I need to be about gear 8, gear 9 to fully go through Grand Admiral Thrawn's event, plus mods and omegas on their abilities. So we're gonna be working on that going forward right now. So gear is the name of the game now. Gear. So yeah, those are my current farms. We don't have ships yet, so it's all Cantina and light side and dark side. As far as light side battles go, I'm currently working on 6. As far as the normal battles go, I think for hard I've gone through 4. Yeah, I went through 4. I started on 5, but I haven't gone all the way through. So that's the next path for me to really go. For dark side battles, I haven't started on 6, but I did go all the way through 5 normal. And on hard, I've actually started going through 5 hard. I stopped because I didn't 3-star this node with Basilishan, which is a very important node actually. And this is exciting. The fact that the Imperial TIE Bomber is right here, along with Quill, may go on the list pretty quickly, considering we're starting off with a Tarkin capital. Jason, what's up, man? He says, always late to the party, but I made it. How's it going, man? So those are my current farms as far as light side, dark side, and that's where my progression is on light side, dark side. When it comes to Cantina battles, I'm on 4. I didn't 3-star Moff Gideon, so again, I stopped. Anytime I don't 3-star something, I just stop. I don't continue to progress until I can come back, work on those characters a little bit, come back, and go back through the node. I want to make sure I 3-star all these so I can farm them easily through Sims. So that's that. Shipments. You guys know, if you're on any of the other streams, this first one, you get all 4 of these every day with your credits. You have plenty of credits. No need to skimp on these 3. You're going to need this gear, whether it's right now or later on down the road. Weekly shipments, I don't touch because these are all crystals right now. Cantina battles. I just need to get Boba Fett to 5 stars, and then I can go back and start farming Chopper again. Guild store. I was grabbing Colonel Stark, so now I need to start looking for Dengar. Go ahead and grab him now. For bounty hunter, so I can start doing those credit heists. I'm actually not touching gear in here right now. I need to get my baseline set up for my characters, so I can do the different events that I need to do. Squad arena store. This is Senior Kanan Jarrus. I've already farmed up Newt Gunray to where he's unlocked, and I stopped there. So these are the team I'm going to want for Grand Arena, but not super important right now, as far as where I'm at in the game. Galactic War Store, we have maxed out Zeb, and so now I'm on to Cad Bane. We're going to max him out. And after that, we'll probably go into like Captain Phasma or something, because I really want to work on my first Galactic Legend, being Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So that'll be the ultimate arching theme as we continue to go on. So getting very close to 60, which is nice. We're currently at 843 experience out of 3,300. Once I complete some of these last couple of quests today, I will be able to progress that. So that's definitely something you want to do. Make sure you get or borrow a hero, have some more powerful allies here to help you get through per se easier through some of these things. So I've got a good basis right now as far as what I've got. Pretty much my my other 3 accounts. And then there's some people that are in my guild that are already quite high there. This Jedi Knight Revan that's Relict is actually someone that's in the guild, which actually surprises me. I think they're one of the officers, but yeah, utilize your guild as well, guys. Go towards the top of the roster of the guild, see what they have. Go through and start friending those particular individuals so that this will help you progress through like mod battles, your dark and light side battles, and things like that easier. And this is how you kind of get ahead. This is how you get into some higher gear tiers and things like that to really farm that gear. Now, I will say one thing. We're going to have to go back and revisit the farming guide that we made for this year. Like I said, I think for newer players, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is really the way to go. It's going to give you a fleet. It gives you a character that's going to be good for both PvE and PvP content, which is actually really important in the game right now with everything that's going on. And if you're a new player, it's extremely important for things like heroic Sith raids, all the heroic raids right now, and as you get into the challenge pit raids. So that's where we're at on my account. We're actually gonna slide on over here, and I'm gonna let Steep talk about his account, maybe some of the pains and stuff like that he's coming into, what he's enjoying about it, and what he's currently farming.
Well, I'm definitely not going to be able to go into it as in depth as you did, because
That's okay.
that was. But yeah, I mean, right now the main things I'm focusing on farming are, like you suggested, the Phoenix team. So I've got Ezra that I'm pretty much focusing all of my tickets for the cantina into when I'm
Okay.
using these sim tickets. And then picking up Kanan and Chopper shards in the store when I can.
Okay.
Aside from that, those are really the only 3 that I'm focusing on at the moment. But it
Yeah.
sounds like I might need to branch out some.
Not per se. So you do need to have like a light side and a dark side hard node that you constantly farm.
Okay.
And in this case right now, you definitely want to focus more so towards characters, more so than anything. So I would, I mean, you could do either bounty hunters. Bounty hunters would probably be really good for you right now. So I would do the Mandalorian or Dark Side. Go to, I think he's in.
There he is.
So I'd do Mando. Because Boba Fett you can farm through Cantina currency.
Okay.
And so that's just going to be a quicker farm because it's 10 per every time you buy him. 10 shards per every time you buy him. Mando you cannot, so I'd farm Mando out of there. Go over to light side. Light side I'd say probably Moff Gideon. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I guess I did not get that far when I was doing hard battles. Oopsies.
Yeah, so all your hard battles are going to have your actual characters on it. Your normal they'll also have gear associated with it. But for the most part, your normal battles are going to be your gear per se. So, when you're doing farming, you want to pick at least 2 characters to farm, one out of light side battles, one out of dark side territory or dark side battles, in order to kind of keep balanced. And I do believe right now all of your objectives or whatnot for your dailies are centered around light side and dark side hard.
Gotcha.
So that'll help you with hitting those as well. So, but yeah, Moff Gideon is Empire. He's very strong. He's actually very strong in the game with his turn meter manipulation.
Yeah, I did notice that. I've been
Yeah,
using him on my dark side team a lot.
nice, very nice. And if you feel comfortable, I mean, you've got a lot of um, uh, energy saved up there. 394 is quite a bit at this stage of the game.
Hmm.
So I would even say going into like maybe doing a total of 4 characters on light and dark side battles there.
Okay.
So like you do Moff Gideon and I would say Dark Trooper. They're both Empire. It gets you towards a specific goal of being able to do like R2. Yep, there's Dark Trooper. And they're both on early nodes, so um, they're very powerful with what they do. Dark Trooper hits very hard, and so that could be a big benefit to you and helping you out as well with progressing through your dark side battles.
Makes sense.
Um, the only reason I don't say crew is because he has a better node to farm from, which is in Cantina battles, includes his ship. That's really where you want to.
Uh, I guess crew is Kylo Ren unmasked. I take it.
Yeah, Kylo Ren unmasked.
Okay.
Darth Asa says then after
Noob.
then then after Moff and Dark, I would transition into Ahsoka and Anakin. Yeah, I completely agree with you. So, Ahsoka and Anakin are going to give you 2 additional Jedi, and the fact that they have one of the best, or part of one of the best fleets in the game for ships. They're the crew members for them, and that's going to be pretty huge. Well, they also are needed for some journey guides and are part of a very strong team with Padme Amidala.
Excellent.
Yeah. So it's very nice. The characters that they have at the beginning, I've got to say, are pretty nice comparative to when I originally started playing this game, and many of you out there that originally started playing this game. Um, I mean, we started off with Clone Wars Chewbacca, which you still get, and like Ewok Scout, and this just trash, right? No one that you really cared about that was in the Star Wars galaxy. Um, and you're like, okay, I need to hurry up and get to where I can farm all the good stuff.
I do remember starting with that team and hating it. There was no one to attach to.
Yeah, there's no attachment, no emotional attachment to it. So, um, I'm glad they have changed the opening characters. We're getting Moff Gideon, you're getting Dark Trooper, you're getting, and those 2 are new characters. So if you've watched The Mandalorian, that's where those 2 are coming from. And then you've got what? Sorry, I just realized someone in my arena has Mon Mothma already. Um, and then having like Jedi Knight Anakin. A lot of people that are playing this game age wise grew up during the prequels coming out. So it was very nice to see that them starting out the game that way. Old Ben, Obi-Wan Kenobi is a much better starting point than what they had in the past. All right, so what I know you talked about sim tickets. What other woes are you falling into on the game?
Honestly, that's probably my number one right now. Um, Everything else is mostly my fault. So like the fact that I'm not the same level as you, that's just because I'm not playing it as much. So that's
Yeah.
on me. Yeah, my biggest thing is the sim tickets having just run out. I'm like, well, I guess I have to do all these the slow way now.
Yeah, I mean, this is a
Okay.
good opportunity to progress your like hard nodes. Run out of sim tickets.
Hmm.
Is to go have progression in those hard nodes. As you complete those hard node tiers and stuff, those are going to give you Darth Vader shards and stuff like that. So as you go through and complete 3, complete 4, and so on and so forth, you're going to end up getting some Darth Vader shards and some extra currencies that'll help you along in the game as a new player.
Sounds
Darth
like a plan.
Astis says sim tickets suck. Then one day they won't be an issue anymore. Yeah, it's after.
So I keep hearing.
It's after 60. You hit 60, you hit ships, and sim tickets are no longer an issue.
Yeah,
Which
Evo, how many did you say you had?
I don't know, over 100,000.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it seems ridiculous, but at some point, like you never run out of sim tickets. Like it may
Yeah, like I use them every day, but I accumulate them every day.
right.
And over the course of the 2 to 3 years that I've been playing the game, every day I've just been adding to my bucket. So
Too bad you can't just send some of those my way.
yeah,
Yeah.
too bad they can't be used as a currency for something.
Yeah, that's so yeah. Awesome. I guess my big thing right now is I'm running into in Galactic War is there are some teams that just I can't beat. So I've had like 1 or 2 times now to where I have not been able to get to the very end. I can't beat the very end. So I get to the end and then I can't beat whatever team is there. I throw everything into it and it's just like I can't get past them.
So you just unlock Papa though, right?
Yeah.
Can you unlock? Does Thrawn unlock at 6-star, 5-star? I mean,
He does. His event is much harder than Papa though.
right.
But yes,
So you
he
can start
does.
building that team though, like a low-level Empire team.
Yep, I've already started building that team.
Because I'm pretty sure that's all I ever used. Back when I was leveling accounts or whatever, it was just Phoenix and Empire.
Yeah, so if I go in here with Empire, the thing with Empire is that they just they get to roll in. So once they start to roll, like it's really hard to stop them. I like that I have 2 ways of manipulating turn meter now because I'm off Gideon, and we didn't have that when we started. But yeah, Palpatine gains turn meter. Here you go. When an Empire ally inflicts a debuff during their turn, they gain 10% turn meter. When a Sith ally inflicts a debuff, they recover 20. So that, and then you add it in with Moff Gideon's control the situation. Call Imperial Trooper allies to assist, dealing 50%. Like blah blah blah. All units lose 100% turn meter, which can't be resisted. And then once he gets towards the end, I think he actually allies. Here we go. 7 allies gain 25% turn. So when I use these guys, it's much different, right? So once we get to start getting debuffs on the opposite team, it gets much better. Counter attack. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit Dooku up here. Counter attack thing. So we've got some debuffs up. From the locked debuff from Moff Gideon. Let's throw this armor straight over and through.
That's Kylo Ren unmasked.
He already answered that one for me. All right. If you're gonna be snarky, you do it on a new.
ARU.
Oh my god.
Kylo Ren unmasked. Call him Crew.
Thank you, Evo. Thank you so much. You're so helpful.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I'm sure.
Always eager to help a new player.
So this is still a little rough, just because I don't have. But I will say that is one of the things. It's kind of fun and frustrating at the same time. With knowing what these characters can do when they're geared and leveled, and having them at this stage, this stage here, of where they're
Like
at.
you go into a fight all confident, and then
Yeah, it's
your
like,
Papa Palpatine gets one shot. You're like, what just happened?
but as you see, they can still get through it, and this other team was actually, I mean, we're hitting up here. So this other team was better geared and better starred. So that turn meter manipulation does help. So this has been my frustration so far out of everything. Is this is getting through this on the Now I'm gonna go back to Bad Batch. Darth Acid says, how many Rolo shards are you getting? My next big farm is Jedi Knight League. Looking for guild.
That's
Fine.
Rebel Officer Leia Organa.
Mr.
Rolo.
Lightside Hot. I don't know, Asta. I just got my first 7-star character, so I haven't been able to participate in anything with the guild until I think it was like yesterday. Maybe it was Thursday. One of the 2 days. It might have been Thursday or Friday. I was able to finally participate in a guild thing because I just got Zeb to 7 stars. So I don't know how many Rolo shards we're getting. I'll have to look over into the big Discord here. Let's see. Sigma Nation. I don't even know if we're on there right now because we're really a starter guild for Sigma Nation. Yeah. I don't know. But I do know I got my Rolo shards, Darth Asta, through the galactic bounties on my main account. I didn't even go through because we're not doing Hoth like at all on the main account, as you know. All right, Steep Evo. Anything else to add?
I don't have anything that comes to mind.
Evo.
So someone send me some WoW gold, please.
Evo's farming WoW gold at the moment. So yeah, but guys, look, if you're new players, stay on target. If you guys want to see a farming guide, head over to my Discord. Asta put a link up into the chat. So make sure you guys head over there. And you can get that actual that farming guide there. Maybe it'll help you out a little bit. I'm gonna send the farming guide over to Steep. I've yet to do that. May help him out a little bit. But make sure you guys stay on target out there. Don't give up. You will get more sim tickets. You'll be able to get through Galactic Wars and things like that. And you'll be able to climb an arena eventually. So, just depends on how you're playing. If you're free to play or if you're putting some money into it, depending on where you're going to be at in that. So, all right, my friends, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Steep, Evo, thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out with me tonight.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
As always, guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic night. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace out, y'all. Peace.
Daytime better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. Roll a little something like this.